Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. We're up to Gobbet plus 61. It's over. From November 19th, 2008. The outbreak of norovirus on one of the units of one of my hospitals is finally over. What a pain. The staff on the unit responded superbly, and once the outbreak was identified and infection control procedures instituted, it remained confined to the one unit, and there were no cases past the incubation period. We cut the spread of infection off at its knees. I'm somewhat suspicious that the cause of this may have been a shared bowl of M&Ms. Infection control procedures work when applied correctly. Now, not everyone evidently believes the assertion, as some staff would not enter the unit during the outbreak. Cardiologists, excuse me, they were afraid of catching the disease and evidently had no confidence whatsoever in infection control procedures. This does not surprise me. A couple of years ago, during the height of the biologic terrorism fears, a young girl came down with monkeypox that she caught from her pet rodent. Monkeypox looks just like smallpox, and there was concern that she might be an index case for a terrorist attack. I heard a lecture at a meeting by the MD who took care of her. He had had smallpox vaccine, so it was safe for him to take care of her. However, he could get no one else to care for the girl, MD or RN, so he was her sole provider until they had the correct diagnosis. It's estimated that if there is another flu outbreak like the 1918 pandemic, that perhaps half of healthcare workers may not come to work, and a significant number think it's okay. In a study where they polled 644 healthcare workers, 28% agree that it would be professionally acceptable for a healthcare provider to abandon the workplace during a pandemic in order to protect themselves and their family. That's 1 in 4. I took care of AIDS back in the day when we thought it might be an infectious disease but didn't know. Then we called it HTLV-3 to show you how old I am. But we were not entirely certain how it was spread. We took care of the patients anyway, using good infection control techniques. I like to think that when the time comes and there's another highly fatal pandemic, that I will have the courage of my convictions and work through the outbreak. I know that infection control works, but I do expect that at least half my colleagues will not be there to help me. If they are worried about a little diarrhea, well, maybe not so little with norovirus, how are they going to respond to a death-inducing plague? The relevant references for this Gobbet Pus, local healthcare workers' perceptions towards responding to an influenza outbreak, BMC Public Health 2006, and, in the same journal, Influenza and Professional Duty, Family or Patients First, a survey of hospital employees. Make the narcissist happy. Write me a good review on iTunes. Later, dudes.